In today's video, I really want to talk about Bay Area and San Francisco, San Jose, sort of the Silicon Valley real estate market, and more specifically for first-time buyers. I think the affordability, the price point, the value that you're getting for today's market is insane. I don't know if you've all heard about it, but we just had this transaction in Sunnyvale for $2 million for a two-bedroom house. I'm sure it was beautiful. I'm sure it was completely remodeled. And frankly, I don't care if everything was gold. That's crazy. Even if it had a large lot and offered opportunity to grow. And I think that's just that's a price point that's out of this world. And I think what that does for the Bay Area and San Francisco and the Silicon Valley is really make it almost impossible for first-time home buyers. I know that a lot of buyers today's market are cash because you can't get a loan, right? I mean, you're going to go get put 20% down and go get a loan of 1.6 and then have real estate taxes, and it's just unaffordable except for, maybe the richest of the rich. So there's a lot of people that are getting stock and RSUs and whatnot and getting a liquidity event and plunking down cash. I just have to ask myself, is there a better way they can use that money? I think buying in the Silicon Valley today is speculation. Maybe if you want to live here for the rest of your lives and then maybe gift it to your kids down the line, go for it, right? That's a long time. But if you're thinking 5 years, 10 years, and you're going to get out of here, I'm not sure, again, one guy's opinion, that makes sense. I think you need to be comfortable renting, at least at these price points. And then invest where the money makes sense. I mean, just think about it. A $2 million house, 20% down, that's $400,000. Is there something you could do with that money in other markets and get a nice return? I think the answer is yes. Frankly, I think you could invest that money and probably cover your rent and be almost even, and then get the appreciation in those other assets. So I don't know if this makes sense. I saw that price point in Sunnyvale. I grew up in Sunnyvale, right? I lived there for nearly 20 years of my life. It's a great area. It ain't worth $2 million. Sorry, it's just not. It's not Los Gatos. It's not the Hills. It's none of those places. So I feel for you if you're a first-time home buyer. I got to tell you, if it were me, I would be 100% okay renting. And then I would take the money that I had either from stock or RSUs or ESPP or income or commission or whatever it is. And I would go look to invest that. I have a saying, and it'll probably be a future video, live where you want, but invest where the money makes sense. And it's not investing if you're putting your money down in the Bay Area. It's speculation at best. Now, there's obviously caveats to that. And if you're lucky enough to get $1 million liquidity event, good for you. And makes, have fun. But for most of the folks I talk to that are going, hey, do I scrimp and save, and do I buy a shack in Sunnyvale or San Jose or Mountain View or Los Angeles, whatever? I just don't think that makes sense. I would invest that money somewhere else, get a return on that money, and rent, at least for the time being. The affordability in the Bay Area and San Francisco is in the teens. And if you know anything about me, I track affordability, because I think it's an indicator that says how many people can afford to buy the average home at the average price with the average down payment. And when you get to the teens, it's at least a yellow flag. And I think in San Francisco, it's a red flag. I think it's low teens in San Francisco. So anyways, this is a rant. I'm sorry. I was shocked by that. And somebody who promised to share with you what he's thinking about real estate, I felt I had to get this down. So have a great day. Thanks.